Hi guys, Dorota Palicka, International Nail Artist and Educator here, and today we are going to do another fall autumn time nails. You can have a preview of them in here. Yeah, that's what we are going to do today. I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new in here, and existing subscribers, thank you so much guys for all your likes, comments and shares. Let's start. Już. Really beautiful autumny design. I like this color combination as well, and I definitely could wear them on my nails. I think they are super cool. So I have got my tips in here, and we are going to firstly paint them quickly in black. So I'm using 183. Nice and thin. And then cook it. And I love those flakes which we are going to use it on it. Absolutely amazing, and they come in a few different colors. If you want to get a one coat coverage of the black, like make sure you do really apply it nice and thin. And then the next step is those beautiful flakes. So they come in a set of the 6 colors, and for this one I have used the autumny one because I thought it would be a perfect combination. But actually I think those two are probably the prettiest, and then the blue one I will be using quite a lot for the winter time. So the first tip should be ready in a couple seconds. I'm just going to put a drop of the top coat in there, just so we could use it for the application of the flakes. So I'm going to put it in the corner and here, going a bit to the side, and then with my brush I'm just picking up those flakes. And they're so thin, like they are not going to stick out. And then with the sponge we are going to even dab them in. I just show you the side view so you can see it. They're flat to the nail. This is awesome because you don't have to encapsulate them. You can just use the top coat and that's it. Give it a cure. And then do the same on this one. So for a change I'm going to come up from this side, pick up those flakes. They're so easy to work with. It looks so pretty even just like this, really nice and pretty. Okay, make sure they are nice and flat. And this one we are going to keep it plain. Or maybe not, I should put the gems. Yeah, I will just quickly put some gems in there as well. So normally I use the base gel for the gems application, but as I hurry up and I put the top coat, I'm just going to use the top coat. For a client I wouldn't do it this way because it would be risk they would come off. No, that's plenty. cook it. And then on this one we can start painting the next part of this design. So I'm just going to put a drop of the top coat, because if I would paint over the flakes, it will be really difficult to paint it nice. So you've got two choices. You could either apply matte top coat, or you could apply shiny top coat and then just buff it. Normally I prefer apply shiny top coat and just buff it, because I've got a nicer surface to work on. Same on this one as well. And then cook it. So on this nail I also want to apply some caviar beads, and I've got them in a rose gold. And for caviar beads we are going to use the base gel. So a drop of the base gel, again the old brush. So drop, 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 and then pick up those caviar beads. They are an absolutely amazing filler for the designs. They're really time consuming to apply, but I think they are so pretty. I just finished the design. I'm just wiping away the base gel and then give it a cure. Okay, this one actually looks super cool and matte as well. Wow, they do. Okay, let's paint the next part of this design. So paint on French gel. And now we are going to use the watercolor brush. So that's slightly bigger brush. I'm just going to pick up a small amount of the paint on French gel. And now we are going to paint some swirly parts. So press very hard with your brush and then drag it. This way you're kind of creating like almost like a flower petals. Like really nice and quite easy to do it. And you can see it like I'm pressing pretty strong, so I've got those empty spaces as well. Okay, so that's kind of flowery pattern which we have created. I'm going to give it a cure. I actually like it in matte so much. Like, this is always really interesting when you're creating one design and then something else comes up in your mind. You're like, oh, that's super cool in matte. I love those flakes in matte. I'm going to use them. Definitely. Can you press really hard? Let's see those veins like really hard. So press hard, like even give it a couple shakes and then gentle press. It's really nice for a winter time, those kind of design as well, because it looks almost like a frosted look. Give it a cure. Okay, now to save the time, we are going to apply the crystals. So I'm just picking up the base gel. So base gel here, here and there, and then some crystals. Just going to use those rose gold as well. I quite like it when it goes around it. And then smaller ones. Give it a flash cure. When you're building up a design with the crystals, I suggest you do a couple crystals and then you swap it. It's such a beautiful combination. Couple caviar beads. Might actually add even more crystals here. Just the smaller ones. And those rose gold caviar beads. So I'm using a very damaged brush for the caviar beads. That's actually quite nice. Crystals and then just those rounded. Just almost there. I think I could definitely wear something like this on my nails. And then give it a cure. Same on this one. And then give it a flash cure. Okay, now our next step is to apply the top coat and then add the more detail with the French gel. So I'm just working around the crystals, but actually I love it so much in matte. And then give it a cure. Same on this one. And now let's finish the final detail into this design. So I'm just going to hide my brushes. And now using the eyeliner brush, we are going to add a small detail into it. So I'm just picking up a drop of the product, like not too much, just a tiny bit on my brush. And just outline some parts. Another one. So that will kind of give it 3D look to it. You can even make it longer and more twisted. Okay, you can see it. It creates a really nice texture into it. Like almost 3D. A little swirl. Same on here. Actually, I had some questions. So guys, when I'm picking up the product, like regarding how I pick up the blob on my brush. So if I want to paint a very small detail, I would pick up just a little bit of product to paint a nice and thin line. Sometimes I want to pick up the blob, so you kind of shake it and then you can see it. I have like a wee small ball. So you have to kind of pick up more product, but only with the tip of your brush to be able to get those wee blob, okay? And if I don't want to pick up the blob, I would more drag the product and then I don't have a blob on my brush, okay? So I want the blob, so kind of give it shake and pick up more product, and then depending on the size I need it, I will pick up either a small blob or a larger blob. I hope that's helped the person which has asked me this question. What else I can do is pick up a tiny wee blob, press hard, and then very gentle. Blob, and then very gentle. So the less I press, the tinier lines I create. Okay, and then give it a cure. It looks so nice and rich. Because we are not going to apply top coat over it, we have to give it a double cure. So like make sure you cure it really nice and properly. Okay, blob. So look how I'm picking up this blob, like lots of product in there. Okay, because if you just go like this, it wouldn't pick up the blob. It almost looks like a wee feathers, flowers, leaves, really nice look. I'm trying to don't apply it over the empty spaces, like you can see it here. I've got thinner product here, like, and there's a wee shadow. I want to make sure this shadow stays there because it creates a really nice, interesting look, and then prolong it and add a couple extra swirls, so maybe something here. Again, pick up a nice blob. And that's plenty, give it a cure. So that's how you create this look, and I really enjoy it doing it. I think it's a really nice look to it, and you could try it in different ways as well. So very simple one on those ring finger. Let me clean my hands. And then this one is ready as well. So I'm going to use a drop, really beautiful. I'm going to use the drop of the UV cleanser to remove the inhibition layer from the French. It has a tiny bit of the inhibition layer, like a little inhibition layer in there. And this tip goes in here. So pretty, those two together. I do really love it. Like, I mean, simple, not simple, yes, simple kind of look, like not over the top, but really interesting. So I'm just grabbing more blue tack, clean this wee inhibition layer from the French, and then I can show you the entire set of those. It could be winter, autumn set, really, but not only for those of you who love black nails. I'm definitely a fan of the black nails, like I love it. White, blacks, pinks. Okay, so that's the finished results. You can guys see it. They're really nice and pretty. And look at those flakes. I'm going to zoom it in. I love those kind of macro picture. And same on here. Really nice. And you can see those 3D look to it, like really almost like acrylic flowers. So really, really nice. I'll need to reapply top coat on this one because I've got base, so that's not the way how you apply the crystals. Oh, so nice. Okay, I'm sending you lots of glittery hacks and bye for now.